tennis preacher, prophet, psychic, coming back at you again with another video. Woo! Lord have mercy, man. Let me say something here. The comment that I got from Take Time and Travel, that may be the most, it probably was the most irrational, most untruthful, I'm trying to think, probably most ridiculous comment I've ever heard from any of my subscribers and anybody that's ever commented under my videos. Let me just say something to y'all before I get into why I'm saying what I'm saying. People, let me just say something. Those of you who listen to my channel, I mean, those people who are really fair, who listen to my channel, the one thing you all know about me, I like to give a very fair and very, give a very truthful take on the tennis game and a very in-depth take of the tennis game. So, let me just say something here. If you are a very biased, if you're a biased tennis fan, or if you like a hater tennis fan, and that's fine. I mean, people can be the way they want to be. If you have a lot of irrational thinking about, you know, how you see tennis, or how you see Nadal, or how you see Federer, you're going to have a problem with my channel. And I'm going to tell you why. Listen, people. The people that's going to stick with my channel is going to be those people who want to get that deep, fair take on the tennis game. That's why just recently, a lot of people that subscribe to my channel, they said that's the reason why. So like I said before, if you like a really biased person and you got the hater stuff, you're probably going to unsubscribe to my channel in the near future. But the people that's going to hang with the tennis prophet, those that like that truthful, fair, in-depth, that's a key word, of the tennis game. Now let me get on to what I'm saying now. Okay, people, I made a video about a couple weeks ago. It was called that the tennis world doesn't know how to promote the tennis game. They don't know how to promote their superstars. And I was basing that on, I'm basing that on a lot of things. I was saying, for example, in the basketball world, everybody knows who Kobe Bryant is. Everybody knows who Michael Jordan is. Everybody knows LeBron James. But if you're in the tennis world, if you step outside of the tennis world, now, there are sports fans who may not be into tennis, maybe because they watch the Sports Center show or whatever, some sports show. Maybe they see Federer and Nadal when they win, maybe only the majors. So they sort of know from a distance maybe who Federer and Nadal is. But outside of that, people don't know who Federer is. People, listen. My mama, a couple years ago, didn't know who Roger Federer is. The tennis prophet's mother. That's a problem in the tennis world. So in that video, I was saying the tennis world doesn't know how to promote their tennis stars. And that's why tennis ratings are not as high as they should be. And not just Federer, I'm saying they don't know how to promote Nadal, the Djokovic. And so what I'm saying, Take Time and Travel now, she's commenting on a lot of my videos saying that Federer is treated like a god. He's treated like a god. And nobody wants to criticize him. And they give him this god treatment. So in the video, now listen, Take Time and Travel has been saying that for the last 3 months. I didn't say anything. It didn't even bother me. But when I was doing this, when I was doing this video on the video saying that the tennis world doesn't promote its stars, its superstars properly, or doesn't know how to promote tennis, period, where everybody want to play tennis, where everybody know who Federer is, everybody know who Nadal is, and everybody know who the Djokovic is. So I said that I wish that Federer was treated like the god of tennis. The god of tennis now. Not treated like a personal god, but I'm talking about the god of tennis. Okay? And so So she came back, okay. So, and I also said in the video, I said she wasn't correct. He's not treated like the god of tennis, but I wish he was treated like the god of tennis, because that would make tennis more popular. Now, first of all, let me say something, people. When I say the god of tennis, I'm talking about tennis. I'm not talking about treated like a personal god and stuff here. So she came with the thing about, what make her argument so crazy, people, is that, first of all, it's hard for me to even respond to this because, number one, Federer is not even treated like the god of tennis, okay? And let me tell y'all, friend, let me prove to y'all what I'm saying by that. Not just that fact that I said my mom and so many people, just go asking people, not just because a lot of people outside of the tennis world don't even know who Federer, Nadal, or the Djokovic is. That's not the reason why I'm just saying this. People, have you guys ever seen the Beatles? I'm talking about the Beatles, one of the greatest entertainment groups. Have y'all seen the Beatles fans going crazy where they got the Beatles covered up and the Beatles, they got these women throwing their panties, their bras off when the Beatles come out? That's what you call treated like a god. Have y'all guys ever seen a Michael Jackson concert? Boy, I remember watching a Michael Jackson concert, people. Michael Jackson, you'll see somebody get out of a van. It's like all these security people, they got Michael Jackson covered up. You know Michael is somewhere under all those security guys. Women are trying to tear the van up. They trying to get the Michael Jackson to pull his clothes off. That's what you call treated like a god. Okay, have y'all ever seen Elvis Presley back in the day? How crazy the women was and fans were for Elvis Presley? Listen, people, Federer is treated nothing like that. But listen, people, look at Federer right now. When Federer wins, listen, and if he was treated that way, hey, listen, see, I can't even say whether that's right or wrong if he was treated that way, because he's not even treated that way. So look at Federer right now, people. Federer is a great ambassador for the game. Okay, he plays tomorrow. When Federer wins, he does this little, you know, he claps his hand, he hits the ball out into the stands, everybody stands and clap. They give Federer his proper due, not treating him like a god. Not like a god. What it is, you know what my problem with her is? She doesn't want to give Federer his proper due. You know, I went to Wikipedia and I was just reading all of Federer's awards that he won, that he earned. See, one thing about me, you remember I told y'all, I believe in fairness. I don't care how great you are. I believe you should be given your proper due. No more, no less. And let me also say this here. Do y'all remember when Federer, this whole thing that she said that Federer is not criticized by the media? Y'all remember when, after Federer lost in like 2009 in the Australian Open, man, the media turned against him. Y'all remember right before where then the Dow became dominant? People, the media was saying maybe Federer should retire. Between 2009, 2011, they were saying Federer should retire. The media was not treating Federer like a god. Believe me. So my problem with her is that she doesn't want to give Federer his proper due. I know she says, oh, I'm not a Federer hater and all this stuff here. Hey, listen, man. Listen, Federer is that great. Like Wikipedia said, because of all his achievements, he's arguably the greatest of all time. So give the man his proper due. That don't mean he's treated like a god. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something else. Not only is she disrespecting Federer, she's disrespecting fans. Let me explain to you why. I don't see fans worshiping Federer. I see them honoring him and admiring his greatness. But I'm talking about, I don't see no fan, like I said before. I mean, I don't see women throwing their panties off and throwing their bras off when Federer comes out. Can y'all, man, listen, people, listen, check this out. Let me get funny here. If I read all of Take Time and Travel's comments, say if I came from another planet, and I read all of her comments, right? You know what I would think? I would think when Federer comes out of the tunnel to the Wimbledon, I would think there would have to be 20 security people covering him up. The crowd of people coming on the court, women throwing their panties and their bras off, and they having to stop the tennis match, postpone the tennis match until they get some type of security and calmness. We ain't got nothing like that in the tennis world. And if we did have it, maybe some of that would be good for tennis. Maybe some good, some bad, whatever. But we can't even debate that because Federer ain't treated that way. Okay? Now, she also said something about Maradona. She said, well, I'm Italian, and I saw that Maradona guy when he came over to play. Maradona, people, is the soccer player. I consider Pelé to be the greatest, but some of the Argentinians, he's an Argentinian soccer player. They do treat him like a god. But you know the thing about him, though? They do. She's right about that. But the thing about Maradona, he was a drug addict, people. He was one of those people that felt he was entitled. See, she making a mistake here. She's choosing the wrong person. She's actually choosing the wrong person to mess with. It's not Federer that's been treated like a god. There are a lot of athletes that's treated like gods, and these athletes, they think they're entitled, they rape women, they do all kind of stuff. They go into a restaurant, they get up and don't pay, even if they got millions, because they think they're entitled. That's who you should be going after, not Federer. Listen, Federer is a great ambassador for the game, and like I said before, give him his proper due. He is that great. And if you that great, don't treat him like he won 1 major. Don't treat him like he won 6 majors. Don't treat him like he won 12 majors. I'm going to treat you like you won 19 majors, because that's the level he's at. Okay? Tennis preacher, tennis prophet, signing off. Have a good one.
Last one right here. Here we go. Can I dance?